We're taking you to the mountains of North Carolina. We are in Asheville, a place hit by hurricanes but recovering. We show you what it was like before, with most of these hotspots still there, looking for you to join them.
Then we show you how to make one of our most popular cocktails, the Meyer Lemon Drop Martini.
Then we hit the California desert, a perfect getaway with a touch of France.
And we hit the links for some winter golf in the Carolinas. That is something to crow about. Oh yeah, we are soaring.
Cheers. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, I got a sip because it's bad luck if I don't.
Right. Drink when you clink.
One of the series I really enjoy is called Downton Abbey. And it's about Great Britain and the wealthy families that were part of the aristocracy back in the late 1900s and the early 1900s and the late 1800s.
Very
stuff
popular.
Like that.
I think everybody's wanted to see it or has seen it.
So that's in the UK. Do we have it in the United States? Well, not yet, but we have a place where we've got kind of a Downton Abbey place. It's called the Biltmore, and it's in Asheville, North Carolina, and that's where we're going to take you today.
Well, now, did you know Asheville is also considered the craft brew capital of the United States? So, pretty amazing. Cheers.
Watch.
Asheville, North Carolina, and surrounding Buncombe County are calling you to the mountains.
There are incredible views plus 4 seasons of mild, enjoyable weather.
A city that is hip and young with incredible food and drink.
In fact, the region screams for a Netflix romance drama series.
Just ask Ray Corona, an Ohio native living at the beach in the Carolinas.
Now, he vacationed here, and the script of his life changed quickly.
We took a vacation here this past January. Heard a lot about the western part of the state. We've never visited here. Heard a lot of good things about it. So we took a vacation in January and got a cabin in the woods. As we were there in January and just fell in love with the area. We liked it so much that I gave my 2-week notice to my employer and we moved to Hendersonville.
Wow.
We get it. We begin in Asheville.
This so-called southern city actually has a feel of Cambridge, Massachusetts, or a Midwest college town.
Restaurants and bars abound like Twisted Laurel.
You will wrap yourself around some great drinks and creative dishes like the Southern Fried Chicken Sandwich.
So the Southern Fried Chicken Sandwich, chef brines that in pickle juice, buttermilk and hot sauce. Then it's breaded, deep fried. He serves it with this special sauce, which is very similar to Thousand Island dressing. A couple extra ingredients we don't tell anybody about.
Oh, very nice.
We also got this sassy roasted asparagus with pistachio nuts and this mozzarella carrozza. Wow, it is mozzarella cheese sticks on steroids.
Now, staying downtown in Asheville, we next hit a cultural must, the restaurant Bene on Eagle, which combines African and Appalachian cuisine.
We tried this incredible roasted chicken.
So with the roasted chicken, we are Southern Appalachian soul food with a West African influence. And so the roasted chicken, we basically have kind of like a collard green salsa verde that's on there that harkens to the Southern Appalachian soul food. With the West African, we use West African spices whenever we are braising the chicken. And so basically our premise is to tie in those two things to marry them together because it is something that we feel like has been lost. And actually our name itself, Bene, on Eagle, Bene is named after the Bene seed. And the Bene seed is a cousin of the sesame seed. The Bene seeds actually came over on slave ships. And so they predominantly in the South, and that's why whenever you go to like Charleston, South Carolina, you'll see like Bene wafers and stuff like that, because it was prominent in that particular area. But we are here to honor that Southern Appalachian tradition, and we hope that you enjoy the roasted chicken.
Then this sweet and smoky cultural cocktail.
So we make a muscadine simple syrup in-house from muscadine grapes that we get locally. And then it's with Vita Mezcal, Altos Blanco Tequila, fresh lime juice, and port wine.
Now, does this fit into the theme of Bene here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with the muscadine grapes, we definitely get them locally and then kind of source elsewhere for inspiration for sure.
Okay.
But always bring it back to Appalachian.
And now, is there any African in here too?
Not quite in this one. This one we kind of took a little liberties.
Okay. All right.
Benny on Eagle is a must whether dining in or taking out.
Now that is one side of the diverse history here that is celebrated.
The Biltmore Estates, a short drive from Asheville, brings us back to the Gilded Age.
George Vanderbilt opened it in 1895. The estate today is loaded with restaurants, gardens, and a very good winery.
The best time to go is around Christmas, when the entire estate is decorated to the hilt.
Now, besides getting into history, you will get into nature. This is one of the great places to hike with many trails and peaks to hit.
For those of you fearing winter, don't. Our friend Linda, who lives here now, took us out for a walk and an explanation of how Mother Nature works here.
Just the weather all the time is changing, but pleasant. Even if it's raining, it's interesting because you can see weather from coming in from the distances in the mountain ranges and stuff. It can be totally dry here, and yet you look over toward the craggy mountains and you can tell it's pouring down rain and windy. So if you don't like the weather, just wait a minute, it's going to change.
So putting some miles on your walking shoes is a necessity, since you'll eat a lot.
Now, because of the farming history here, the food scene here has always been about farm to table, whether you are in Asheville or in the surrounding towns like Black Mountain,
where you will find Louise's for breakfast or lunch. This is a house turned into a restaurant, and it is very popular.
Now, we had this loaded egg sandwich with tomato, red onion, and house-made pesto cream cheese.
You can get this curried chicken salad with an herb vinaigrette to hold down the carbs and the calories.
The classic breakfast has 2 eggs and chop shop sausage that was very homey. We suggest swarming the sausage with over-easy eggs.
There's a great French restaurant downtown called Bouchon, but owner Michel Baudouin wanted something for locals and for jet-setters off the beaten path, so he created Rendezvous.
It is French and modern. Take a look at this drink, the ginger new fashion.
In the center is an ice cube containing orange juice and a cherry.
Now over that is bourbon, dashes of bitters, ginger, and then the French liqueur Domaine Canton, a definite before dinner.
For entrees, we went surf and turf. The fresh wahoo from Florida was cast iron seared with risotto and a classic French sauce.
You must also get the steak au poivre. The cognac cream sauce was mouth-watering superb, with the beef shoulder tender at medium rare.
Rendezvous has done well during the pandemic by turning their French-style bocce ball court into a socially distanced and relaxed outdoor seating area.
Yes, this is a laid-back bistro that allows you to spend hours with friends.
The Asheville area is known for so many things. It is also becoming the nation's hotspot for craft beer and for distilleries.
And there are so many to hit. We tried Oak and Grist, a distillery with a Scottish tradition.
Yeah, so we are really excited. We have been doing this for 3 years, being 100% grain to glass and not sourcing spirits. We had to wait the full 3 years to see what our first true single malt would taste like. So that was aged in 2 used full-size Four Roses barrels for 3 years. They came of age at the end of March. So we're excited to finally have a true single malt aged to Scottish standards released in Western North Carolina.
And there is much more coming here. So we toast Asheville and Buncombe County, North Carolina.
And remember, if you go, don't be surprised if you stay.
And Asheville is really, it's a good time to go anytime, but they do have winters there. So if you don't like winters, you probably want to, but really spring, summer, and fall, it's a great spot to go. And there's so many great restaurants, so many things to do there. So take a look at it. It's beautiful country up in the Blue Mountains.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, now stay tuned because coming up next, we've got something lemony for you. Refreshing and extremely healthy drink to go with everything. Try this one.
It is called A1C, and it's conceivably the healthiest drink ever made.
A1C is the first scientifically designed diabetic drink in the history of the world, and we love it.
And it's just not for people with diabetes, although it is great for that. Anyone can enjoy the wonderful health benefits and delicious flavor.
Go to a1cdrinks.com to try it and use coupon code JETSETTER1 for a 5% discount.
Cheers, Jet Setters.
You may not have noticed, but the majority of Undercover Jetsetter is shot on the iPhone. So that means you can create your own TV show, or you may want to have great vacation videos. Well, we've made it easier for you with our book. It's called The TV Studio in Your Hand. It is a quick read, and you can get it here. So bring us along for your next vacation video or your new TV show.
And welcome back. We're going to show you, well, I'm going to tell everybody, this is a cocktail that we created, and I get asked so many times from family and friends, will you please make this? So we're going to make it for you.
Yeah, it's lemony and delicious.
We have what could be your go-to martini for a long time.
The Meyer Lemon Drop Martini is easy to make, but difficult to find. That's because Meyer lemons are only in season from December to May.
Plus, they have a short shelf life and could be difficult to find in some grocery stores.
But it is worth the effort to find them, and Meyer Lemon is a hybrid of a lemon and a mandarin orange.
And it clearly has a giant of a taste, sweet and citrus, that makes the Jetsetter Meyer Lemon Drop Martini a go-to drink any time of the year.
We will make it for you here with our recipe for 2 drinks because you won't want to drink this alone.
That's right. In a shaker with ice, pour 3 ounces of vodka.
Next, add 1.5 ounces of Grangala, an orange liqueur infused with brandy.
Now, pour in 1.5 ounces of simple syrup.
Now, the star. Take a full Meyer lemon and squeeze it in. This will be equivalent to about 1/2 cup of juice.
Now, give it a good shake.
Before you pour, rim some nice martini glasses.
On a plate, add 2 tablespoons of sugar and then grate in a teaspoon of zest from the skin of the Meyer lemon.
You'll want to zest the lemon before you squeeze it. Then use a portion of the squeezed lemon to moisten the rim and dip the glass into the mixture.
Now pour and enjoy.
Taste is rich with a sweet citrus that far surpasses regular lemons.
And this is our only lemon cocktail with Meyer? Nuh-uh. Stay tuned.
Now that drink is lemony, amazing. It's got the sweet and the tart.
And that's why everybody wants me to make it for them.
That's right, including me.
And when we come back, we're going to take you to a place you wouldn't normally think about going to in the summer, but we did, and it's a great spot.
You can find Undercover Jetsetter on Wingding TV, a streaming channel, and so much more.
Like us, you can have your own show or channel to promote your business and reach more customers.
Because Wingding Media is also a social media and digital marketing giant.
Look what they've done for the Ultimate Long Drive Championships.
More than 1 million viewers with 30 licensed partnerships sold around the world.
So, check out wingding.tv to watch Undercover Jetsetter or to create something for your own business.
All right, welcome back. Now, this is a hidden gem, of course. It's Undercover Jetsetter, Hidden Gems. It is straight out of France, but it's in Palm Desert.
And to be honest with you, you would normally go there in the winter, but there are so many people that are moving to Palm Springs, so we wanted to go see it in the summer.
So we made a quick side trip to Palm Desert, California, right next door to Palm Springs.
Yeah, in the middle of summer, and temps were around 115 to 120 degrees.
Yes, and we joke about the dry heat, but it really wasn't that bad.
No, you're right, and you couldn't stay outside too long without water, but driving around and stopping at places was certainly okay.
And very good point. Always remember to hydrate, especially in dry heat. Now, what you will notice is you are not alone in the summer here anymore. The Palm Springs area is booming.
Yeah, that's right. This was once a winter-only town or a hideout for Hollywood stars. Not anymore.
The Coachella Valley has become very popular thanks to the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival each April. Plus, there's numerous other festivals and gatherings throughout the year.
So lots of culture as long as you can tolerate the baking summer. Now, a good example of the Palm Desert boom is this new hotel, Hotel Paseo, which is part of the autograph collection of the Marriott Bonvoy hotels.
This is a wonderful boutique hotel with plenty of things to do, along with great food and drinks. You could just stay here and hang out by the pool if you wanted a quiet getaway.
And of course, Palm Springs has its share of very good restaurants.
On this day, we went to the easy-to-remember French Rotisserie Cafe, and their food is authentic, homemade, and farm-to-table.
Now, we started with the Elysee Rosé. This was light and crisp, perfect for a hot summer day.
We also tried a Milou Chardonnay. It was a true French Chablis with a touch of citrus, and these were perfect for the meal.
Now to the food, and in the interest of time and proper digestion, you will deliver the French description. So first, we tried the French onion soup. The cheese, that's all yours.
It had Gratinée Comté cheese, which blended perfectly.
Yeah, it was spectacular, rich, and cheesy. Now next, we have the Riviera watermelon salad with watermelon, arugula, mint, crumbled Boursin cheese in light citrus dressing.
This was perfect for a hot day, just as your pronunciation was.
Just wait now. Next, a chicken dish.
This is vol au vent à la forestier, and it is...
I got this one. It has chicken and wild mushrooms in a puff pastry with port wine reduction. This screamed French countryside.
Oh, yeah. And it was very authentic. You could taste the slow roasting.
Now, next, we got what I call the French steak with French fries.
It is rotisserie sirloin au poivre. It's a sirloin cut of beef cooked to medium rare perfection, smothered in peppercorn au jus, and served up with pommes frites.
The French fries.
They were light and crisp.
Now, we couldn't pass up a French sandwich, so go for it.
We got le jambon beurre.
Why is it something so simple tastes so much better when it's French?
True. Now, this has the old-fashioned Parisian classic baguette with French ham, brie cheese, Dijon mustard, cornichons, and of course, bear butter, which makes it delicious.
Now next, a chocolate mouse. Just kidding, mousse.
It's called only chocolate mousse, and it is made with pure Belgian chocolate and chantilly cream. No sugar added, thankfully, and that made it a bittersweet delight.
Palm Desert, near Palm Springs, will definitely be on our future itinerary.
And it should be on yours, too.
So that restaurant is so authentic. It is legitimate French, Southern French food, and the wine list is amazing.
And if you get a chance, go to Palm Desert, Palm Springs, and enjoy yourself, no matter what time of year, that's for sure. All right, when we come back, we're going to go to another place in the South, across the country, in the winter, to play golf again. But you got to see why this makes so much sense.
How can I help?
Total Computer Solutions in Charlotte, North Carolina is a proud sponsor of Undercover Jetsetter.
From troubleshooting to upgrades, whether you're in North Carolina or anywhere in the U.S., Total Computer Solutions is your go-to for all things tech.
Need a quick fix or a complete overhaul? They have the skills and expertise to keep your devices running smoothly.
Wherever you are in the country, they are ready to help.
Total Computer Solutions, your one-stop shop for all your computer needs.
Go to their website, tcscenter.net.
Undercover Jetsetter helps you jet set the world and at home, bringing you travel, food, wine, mixology, and golf, with a reach of 120 million on social media and streaming networks worldwide. We're on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube. Check us out on YouTube, Wingding TV, Canyon Star TV, and DBTV. If you have questions, comments, or requests, drop them in the comments below. So usually, you wouldn't think the grass would be that good in the winter on a golf course, but we found a place that is.
And it has a secret. We'll show you.
We hit Crow Creek in Calabash, North Carolina for another winter delight on the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail.
And two of our local golf experts give us their perspective. First, realtor Dwayne Bergeron from Calabash.
Course was in very good shape, very fast greens for what I'm used to. Fortunately, played a little easier if you happen to miss the fairway because of it being winter and the rough was down. So very good condition on the course though.
And a similar assessment from Brent Gallant with Remnant UAV, our drone partner, who gives us the view from the ground and the air.
The course plays fantastic. Even in the yellow spots, you'll notice that it's yellow around the rough. I mean, even that feels like fresh grass.
We highlighted the par 4 fourth hole, which plays about 330 yards from the middle tees.
The water running up the right side is a great sight and a magnet for tee shots.
Yep, but we all navigated the hole with decent drives and safe approaches. And Dwayne, well, he came close to a birdie.
Yeah, probably the best drive I hit today was on that hole. Left me short, I think 85 yards in. And I think I had the longest drive on the hole, which doesn't often happen.
Oh, jeez.
I think I got one by a couple yards. But played a good little wedge in, maybe 8 feet left, 10 feet left, and unfortunately couldn't put it in. But that was kind of the story of the round for me with the flat stick. But no, it's probably the best hole I played today, like you're supposed to. Fairway, green, 2-putt, and move on.
And speaking of the greens, Crow Creek requires a skillful touch around the flagstick.
Absolutely. These greens are fast with some roller coaster swales.
A lot of greens had swells and different kind of bowls almost that were kind of fun and exciting to kind of play. If you know the greens, you probably know where to play your approaches to, where you can use that to an advantage. If you didn't know and you got on the wrong parts of it, it's pretty tricky.
There's a lot of breaks within that, so if you don't hit it in the right spot, you're going to end up having to play the breaks and hit some pretty fun, exciting golf shots. So yeah, it rolled good. The reaction was great when you had some spin. It was a fast green. If you were trying to chip, you didn't have any spin at all. So.
But Crow Creek is forgiving for you long ball hitters like Brent.
Yeah, I noticed I went through one golf ball today, which is always great. Usually I'll go through 5 or 6 because I'm hitting it far, but sometimes that's not as accurate as you can be. So I noticed that the fairways are really forgiving. A lot of it was left to right, which was good, especially if you play a power fade or if you play a fade or whatever. But the biggest thing was we were battling the wind today. And even with battling the wind, I mean, you could still hit the ball a mile and not have to worry about, hitting trees and all that. It was a very wide open course, very forgiving.
Crow Creek is a fun place to play, and it is in spectacular shape. But we wonder if we can get Brent out to any other course.
Oh yeah, if I had my way, I'd probably have a membership here at Crow Creek. It's a fantastic course.
Crow Creek is part of the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail. You can check it out here.
So the secret is the bent grass greens that are there, and you never know you were playing in winter golf because the greens and the fairways are so good because of that. So check it out. They are on the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, so go check them out there.
Kind of scientific, really.
Yeah,
if you think about it, Wow, I love it. All right, well, that's it for us. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we look forward to seeing you again real soon. Stay safe, take care, love each other, and cheers.
Cheers. Might need more wine.
Are you going to do your thing?
You may have noticed, but the majority of Undercover Jetsetter is shot on the iPhone.
So that means you can create your own TV show.
You may want to have great vacation videos.
Well, we've made it easier for you with our book. It's called The TV Studio in Your Hand.
It's a quick read, and you can get it here.
So bring us along for your next vacation video or your new TV show.
We're here at Angie's Lobster.
That's right. We're here in Vegas, and oh my gosh, wait till you see what we have for you here.
And this place is just off the strip. So there's people coming here, going to the airport, coming from the airport. That's how famous it is. It's only been open a couple of months.
Go ahead. So you guys came here right away.
Yeah, we just got here. We wanted food, so we came here to get food because we heard about it on YouTube, and well, it was really good.
So you've already had the food?
Yeah.
And it was good?
Yes, it was really good.
All right.
We're going to try it for you.
And wait till you see the line, too, that goes in here as well. Okay. So
and this was a good day for the line. First, you got to drizzle your butter on your lobster.
And this is Las Vegas lobster caught from Lake Mead. Just kidding.
No, actually, everything is wild caught and flown in from Maine every day. So that's lobster 1. And we have the chilled lobster roll, and we have the warm lobster roll.
Which is right here. Yeah. And we're going to try them both for you so you can get a good idea. If you're in Vegas and if you're staying on the Strip or you're doing something else, this is a great place to dive into for your lunch. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Anytime.
All right, so what are we going to try first?
All right. I'll try the chilled. You try the warm.
Okay. I got the warm.
I got the chilled.
Warm sounds better in New England.
Chilled sounds good on a warm Vegas day. Oh my God. That is so good. Look at the lobster. I mean, it's claws. They give you a good chunk in each sandwich. That's pretty amazing.
Now, I'm a New England boy, you know that. So if I like this, you know it's got to be really good because I'm tough on lobster. Oh.
And they use the right rolls too. And there's a great story behind this whole venture.
Yeah, that's right. Angie is the late mother of the owners, the husband and wife team of Tony and Rushan Christofelis.
Angie was an immigrant from Greece who worked in the food and hospitality industry. She inspired them to come up with this concept, sadly, after her death in 2020.
Now, you can read more about Angie and how she inspired them to give back to local charities. You can see it all on their website.
And part of their objective, too, is to make lobster affordable for everyone. So they have a great system here. It keeps costs down. And you'll see when we go to order exactly what happens.
Oh yeah, not only do they fly the lobster in fresh and direct from Maine lobster boats to keep costs down,
but the way you order by going to a computer screen and then you pick it up also saves costs to keep the price low.
I can't tell which one I like better.
I know, right? They're both amazing.
So remember, it's Angie's Lobster. We're in the southwest side of Las Vegas. So
It's on Blue Diamond, and it's easy to get to from the Strip. You could just take Las Vegas Boulevard, make a right on Blue Diamond.
Undercover Jetsetter helps you jet set the world and at home, bringing you travel, food, wine, mixology, and golf. With a reach of 120 million on social media and streaming networks worldwide. We're on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Check us out on YouTube, Wingding TV, Canyon Star TV, and DB TV. If you have any questions, comments, or requests, drop them in the comments below.